Hello, everybody. Hi, this is Amber with the Yams Talk Show. Today is Sunday, August the 19th, and this is my live promo for the third edition of the season 3 Yams Talk Show. Today, my guest is going to be Wyndie O. Her name is Wyndie Oliver. She is a Memphian. She is an actress and songstress, and she's starring in the play that's opening next week at the Evergreen Theater here in Memphis called If Tomorrow Never Comes. I met her about 2 weeks ago at the Hattiloo Theater at the screening of Mahalia, actually, and I asked her to be a guest on the show. I'm excited about having her today. I see some people have signed on already. Let me say hi to a few people. This is my promo. Hi, Dahlia. Hi, Robert Fleming. Hi, Dorothy Dotson. Thank you. This is the live promo. I'm waiting on my guests to arrive here. We are also celebrating, like the rest of the world today, the life and legacy of Aretha Franklin. And until my guest gets here today, I just want to play some music. I'm going to play a little bit of Aretha Franklin for a few minutes until my guests get here. Thank you for signing on. I am asking everyone today to please, as always, share this live feed once we do go live with the actual show on your Facebook pages. I'm working diligently to get a studio so that we can have a live audience and give you guys the chance to come and meet everyone that's already been on the show, to re-interview them, and then have other guests as well, and be Monday through Friday. So I do ask that you keep me in your prayers, and I will keep you posted as I get this project off the ground. I'm so excited. But let's just listen to a little Aretha Franklin today. I'm excited to have my guest come. Hi, Shaquita. How you doing, girl? I'm going to go live here with... I've been trying to decide what is my favorite Aretha Franklin song. And there are so many. The one that I like the most, I believe, is I Ain't Never Loved a Man the Way That I Love You. So I'm going to play some Aretha right now. So hold on, you guys. I'm going to get it up just a second here. It's going to take me a minute to do that. And we're going to have a great conversation today. Like always, I want you to ask Wyndie questions, make comments. She has a lot of information about acting and how she got started. And we're just going to have a good time. So let's listen to a little Aretha Franklin. You tell me your favorite Aretha song. And let's see what we can do here. Aretha Franklin. Man, there's so many hits. Now here's my favorite song by Miss Riri.
Hey, so you need a website. Let me show you how I made mine with Wix.
Hold on.
First, I went to Wix.
All right. All right.
You're no good.
Heartbreaker.
You're lying. You're a cheat. I don't know why.
Tell me your favorite Aretha song.
My friends keep telling me that you ain't no good.
Oh, they don't know. They don't know. How many felt that way before? Love the man the way that I love you. Aretha Franklin gave us so much good music. Hi, Francine Weary. Thank you for joining. This is the promo. We are celebrating Aretha Franklin today. Hi, Beverly.
The way you treat me is a shame. You hurt me so bad. Baby, you know that I'm the best thing
That you ever had. Yeah. Yes, it's 5:40, but I do want to celebrate the life of Miss Riri, Aretha Franklin. She passed this week. As we all know, the world is paying tribute to her beautiful legacy, the music that she gave us, the strength. She had to fight through a lot of things. She was a young pregnant mother. And we're just listening to some Aretha as we get ready to go live as my guest gets here. This next song, I love it too. Ain't no way. Hi, Bobby. How you doing? It's not Bobby, it's Sanders. Hi, Bobby. Ain't no way for me to love you if you won't let me. Yeah. Tell me your favorite Aretha song, you guys. Ain't no way for me to give you all. Hi, Natalie. We're celebrating Aretha today as my promo. I'm waiting for my guest. You, yeah. Ain't no way. I know that a woman's duty is to have. Tell me your favorite Aretha song, you guys. And that's the it was. How can I give you all the things I can if you're tied on my head? Hi, Trisha. Oh, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hi, Paul. Ain't no way. We are celebrating the life of Miss Aretha Franklin. Riri. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We got about 20 more minutes before the show starts. I'm waiting on my guest. Thank you guys for joining this promo. Let me tell me your favorite Aretha song, or if you met her, or when you see her in concert. Hi, Paul. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Who paid too much for what he got? I'm waiting on my guest, you guys. So we are celebrating the life of Riri. Just ain't no way. Ain't no way. It ain't no way. I'm waiting for my guest to arrive. She says she's en route about 5 minutes away. If you want we're going to do one more Aretha song, and then my guest is about 5 minutes away. I'll be back with the live show here shortly, but we're going to listen to one more Riri song, and let's see what that's going to be. Don't know what's next on this YouTube channel here. I don't want to hear Troubled Water. I want to hear maybe Troubled Water. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I do want to hear that. Let it be. song right here, Trouble Water. Hi, Kelly Pearson. How you doing? Thank you for joining. This is my promo. We are paying tribute to the life and legacy of Riri, as she's better known as Aretha Franklin, from 1942 to 2018. She left us this week, and we are celebrating her life as I wait for my guest. I'm asking, what is your favorite Riri song or memory, or if you saw her in concert or got to meet her? We've lost another musical legacy this week. And, I like to sing, so. Paul, I've been singing in the choir, I tell you. This is Troubled Water by Aretha Franklin. My guest is en route. Troubled water, don't trouble the water. Why don't you let it be? Still waters run deep. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Oh, yeah. Hi, Robin. Aretha was a gospel legend, an R&B legend. I mean, she studied classical music. She was a master at her gift. She was born right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Lived on Lucy Avenue. Thank you, guys. Look at the love. Like a bridge over troubled water. I think my guest is here. Hold on a second, you guys. My guest, Wyndie O, has arrived. We're going to listen to the rest of this song. And I may just, instead of doing another video, keep rolling. We'll listen to the rest of this song. Comments? It's about 10 till. My guest just arrived, so we're going to listen to the rest of this song. Hi, Gregory. Tell me your favorite Aretha song. Trouble, water. Woo! Look at the love. Trouble, water. Continue this live feed and have Wyndie to come over, and we just keep rolling since so many people are already tuned in instead of signing off and coming back on. We are celebrating Riri, Memphis born legend. Oh yeah. Hi, Erica. Hi, Nandi. Thank you guys for joining. My guest has arrived. She's better known as Miss Aretha Franklin, who left us this week, left us this legacy. All right, Wyndie, come on over, sweetie. We're gonna keep jamming here a little bit. We're gonna ask Wyndie to come on over. She's here, my beautiful guest. Have a seat. This is Wyndie Oliver still about. This is me and the camera call. Me and the Mac and the computer. We are going to continue listening to 6 o'clock. We have about another minute or two. This is another legend in the making. Both of us, actually. That's claiming. I believe in claiming what God has assigned you to do. And that is to make the world a better place. We're going to keep listening to some Riri. Hi, Consuela. I ask that you turn your phone down. And then
I was born.
Okay, good. Now, well, what you do is you go to my page and then you hit share and share it on your page. Everybody on your page. Everybody can see it from your page. Okay. And then I'm going to share it. So I'm going to change one song here. I'm going to go back and I want to hear another Aretha song here. Oh man, so many.
He said it's been a long.
Let's see about this one.
There's so many that
it's so many.
I don't even know about.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize this is one where a rose is still a rose. This is about 20 years ago with Laura Hill was the writer. She wrote the song and produced it, I do believe. I saw last week.
It's on Elise Neal video.
She has what?
Elise Neal, she's a Memphis-born actress.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, I know Elise. I know her personally, yes. But this is a rose is still a rose as we get ready to get started at 6 o'clock, you guys. We still have about 8 minutes before the conversation starts. This is out of like 1997, 98. So I'm going to share it on my pages too. I'm asking you guys to do me one thing. Share this feed if you are watching right now. That's all I ask. Because when this show goes live with a live studio audience soon, you guys will be part of the inception, if you will, the beginning of something as powerful as Oprah's show. That is the truth, and that's what God told me. He said, Oprah was not the only one I gave a gift to. I have the gift as well. And that gift is to make the world a better place. That's what we are about here. So I'm going to share this on my other pages as we get started. Hi, Sydney. Let's see. Road is still a road. Baby girl, you're still a flower. Thank you, darling. We hold the power. Yes, we do. Girl, and the truth is we have the power from day one of creation. Because you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a woman. Birthing you into the world. We are closest to God than any creature on earth. Okay, so let's just share. Thank you for coming. What is it from? Oh, 7 minutes away. I thought you were out of town this morning. Oh, yeah. I was in Hattiesburg visiting my son. Oh, extra preparing for the wedding. Yes. We're going to talk about it. Please share the video, you guys. That's all I ask every week. I'm not asking for money, but your support and just sharing this video goes a long, long way. Baby girl, you're still flowers. Thank you, baby girl. You it's still a road. Baby girl, you still All right, we have 2 more minutes. That's a powerful song. Don't believe your life is over because your man is gone. Believe me, we all been there. Oh, hi, Karen. How you doing? Baby girl, still a power. You hold the power. You're still around. All right, we have about 4 more minutes. We're going to listen to one more Aretha Franklin song. What's your favorite Aretha Franklin song?
Oh, what have you not played yet?
I play, let's do R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Everybody know that.
Okay.
Colorado
That
is absolutely one of
actually
my
my
favorite.
favorite
This
is
is not
Natural
the green tea.
Natural. Oh, we might have to do that at the end of the show. So we're going to listen to, as we close out the promo and start the conversation, the last song we're going to listen to is the most famous, probably one from 1967. 39 million views on her. Respect, because we all want that and deserve that. In today's world, you need to demand that. Baby, I got what you need, and you know I got it. All I want is all the respect, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. What's your favorite Rita song, y'all? Woo! I ain't gonna do you wrong. Where you go? Woo! I ain't gonna do you wrong. Woo! All I ask you, all the respect, just a little bit. Hey, baby, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not forgetting all my money. Thank you, Cindy. She said my sister can sing. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Woo! That's the power of the song too. That's a little respect when you get home, brother. If you said, sweet honey, guess what? So is my money. Give it a little respect. When you get home. Okay, who said that? Okay. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. What it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care of T-C-T. Oh! Just a little bit. Hey, just a little bit. All right now. It is about 6 o'clock, 5:59, and that concludes our tribute to Aretha Franklin. We miss her. Her music will live forever. My guest today, you've done some Aretha Franklin before in your singing career, right?
Oh, yeah.
You had a picture I saw on your page where you,
My profile picture.
your profile
right
picture
now.
right now. We'll post that.
I was actually hired to portray Aretha Franklin
Okay.
for somebody's. It was a surprise 60th birthday.
Okay. And the resemblance was beautiful.
I
I was like,
know.
oh my God, you can, but actors transform. So let's start at the beginning here because
Oh, wow.
normally I do a promo, then I go off, and then when the guests we come on, take a picture. But
Okay.
we were in the mood, and
Oh,
so
gotcha.
the spirit said, keep it rolling since so many people have signed on. This is Amphra, and the host of the You Are My Sister talk show. We are in our 3rd season. This is episode 3 of season number 3 of the Yams talk show. My beautiful, beautiful guest, I just met her about 3 weeks ago, probably.
Yeah.
At the Hattie Lou Theater when I went to see Deborah Manning Thomas do a discussion of her previous role as Mahalia. And I was talking to the founder there at Candio, who we used to perform together 20 years ago, he and I, at Sidewalk University. And she walked up and started talking. And I was like, I don't know who you are, but I want to interview you. I knew nothing about her. She gave me her card, and I was like, wow. Wyndie, I love that. And I have a high a keen sense of discernment. I know when I meet like-minded people and people who are pursuing their dreams. You know what I mean? And that's what we all need to do. And pursuing your dreams really just simply means fulfilling the purpose that God has given you. True. And so whatever that dream or purpose may be, like-minded people seem to attract, especially when they get aligned with their purpose in life. And look, I've been singing, I'm sweating like I had been behind a microphone. But thank you for coming. Thank you for being a guest. And then once we talked, I realized that she's starring in a play that opens up this coming Friday, the 24th, at the Evergreen Theater here in Memphis. The play, I love the title, is called If Tomorrow Never Comes. And who is that written by?
It's written and directed by Alonzo Williams.
Alonzo Williams.
I would say up and coming, but he's actually done, I believe, over 50 plays.
Wow.
He's done a lot of them in the Hattiesburg and Jackson, Mississippi area.
Yeah.
So this is the first time he's actually come to Memphis. Okay. So a lot of the cast have relatives here in Memphis.
Yeah.
So we're inviting all of our friends and family and people that are just interested in some good music.
Yes.
And just a good word on stage.
Yes, and we need that because theater, for Black people, truthfully, we are the most gifted and talented beings on earth. You know what I mean? Yes, and it is our time now where we don't have to wait to be discovered or just put in all the time, energy, and effort like before. There's so many opportunities to do what it is you love to do, no matter what it is. Right. And even if you are a behind the scenes person, you like to write, direct, produce, write music, whatever it is, because of the information age, it's easier to get out there and get your name out there and to do what you love and to pursue it with the passion and the power and the purpose that you can. So,
and there's one thing I wanted on that note. You see, what you see is usually in front of the camera or from the camera point of view. But there is so much going on behind the camera. Yes. And we do not have a lot of representation behind the camera. And for our normal, just basic commercial shoot, there may be 12 to 15 people. For a movie, it could be 100 people behind the camera that you don't see. Yeah. And there may only be one of us. Yes. And so that's just a whole nother market out there that we need to partake of.
There's the set people, the cameramen, the grip, the catering, the costumes. Right. There is the talent management, the people, the casting directors, all of those types of things. And what I love the most is the writer gets paid the most. In songs and films, and I'm a writer. I can act too, which I have a lot of things that I'm developing as time goes on and permit. But so there's an opportunity for everybody. There's another web series I'm going to be interviewing them that just debuted here in Memphis called This Can't Be Life. Okay. And it's a web series that's being shown here around the world. But now you don't have to wait to get your stuff on television. Right. Netflix is picking up independent series and films and comedies things. So there's an opportunity for you to use your talent, whatever it may be, in front of the camera.
Issa Rae got started as well doing a web series.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be Diary of an Awkward Black Girl.
Yes, I remember that.
And now she's got an HBO series.
HBO series, yes. I want to say Insecure was another one. I haven't seen Insecure.
Yeah, well, Insecure is the is now the title of the HBO series, but it started on the web.
Okay, yeah. And so are you a Memphian? Are you from Memphis? Are you from Hattiesburg? Or where?
No, actually, my son is in school in Hattiesburg. Okay. So they just get my money. But
okay.
I am born and bred Memphian.
Yes, I thought so. I read that on your page. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a disco era baby, born in 1970.
Oh my, yeah. At the beginning, inception of disco music.
Exactly. So I was telling a classmate of mine, we were around doing the good music.
Yes. The 70s. You can't beat the 70s. Yes.
70, 1978, even the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. I'm an Earth, Wind, and Fire kind of girl from the 70s.
Yeah.
Of course, Prince, but
Of course.
So how did you get into acting? Have you been doing this as a kid, or what is your history as far as acting and singing? Because her bio says you've been a regular singer at the Gay Hall.
Yes, we do the Gay Hawk every Thursday.
Okay. For lunch or dinner or what?
Lunch.
Okay.
Actually, they're only open during lunch right
time.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that's a long time since I ate. I didn't know they were still open.
Yeah. We've been doing this for it'll be 2 years next week.
At lunch, Monday through Friday?
No, just Wednesday. Well, we started on Wednesdays and now we're on Thursdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one day a week she is at the Gay Hawk for lunch. What time?
All right, 12:30 p.m.
Okay.
And I'm actually coming on my lunch hour, so I'm only there for an hour.
Okay.
And then, but the band Griffin Entertainment, they stay a little bit longer and they do a jazz set as well. So that's Griffin Entertainment. So Thursdays we're at the Gay Hawk, but on Wednesdays we're also at the other world famous restaurant, the Four-Way Grill.
Four-Way Grill. I didn't even know those. I've got to go patronize. I haven't been to the Gay Hawk in 20 plus years, since the 90s.
Oh, wow.
I just read that the Gay Hawk owner died recently.
Yes, he did. Well, shout out to Tarika, his daughter. She's still holding on and just making sure everything's some of the best fried chicken.
Yeah, I've got to go get down there too. I'm going to see if I can interview some of them. That's because I like interviewing businesses, entrepreneurs, everybody. We do everything here at You Are My Sister except for entertainment news. As far as keeping up with I hate to even say that, with Hollywood. Yeah, I'm into the community.
That's good.
And so entrepreneurs, actors, people,
the unsung heroes.
Yes, the unsung heroes, the people who are going to be singing, who are unsung now, singing in whatever way in their lives, are telling their stories, because we all have a story to tell, we do. And we all have the same purpose, and that is to make the world a better place. Let's say hi. This is interactive. Hi. And see who all has joined us so far. We've had so many people. Fred Pledge, do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, hi Fred. Thank you for joining. My sister Cindy says, my sister can sing, yeah. Darren says, Bridge Over Troubled Water is mine. Darren Patterson, hi.
Yeah.
Jacqueline D, huh?
That's cool.
Oh. We're going to play Boot Up next then. Okay. Hey, boo, boo. Dwayne Morgan has joined. Hi, Dwayne. Old friend Curtis C. Jackson, one of my guests that's going to be coming up on the show in about
Marty.
That's Marty from the show.
From Dream Girls.
From Dream Girls, yes. I couldn't get tickets to Dream Girls, but I'm going to have Effie on in a couple weeks from Dream Girls here, the production at Playhouse on the Square. Stacy Patterson says hi. Hi, Stacey. She has love, big heart. Cassandra Moore, thank you for joining. Jackie White. Melissa G. Patterson says hi. Hey.
That's Melissa and Stacy. We've been together since... they belong to my home church. We all grew up in Mount Zion AME together. And they actually sang background on my CD that I released back in 2009. So those two are my hearts. There.
All righty. You guys are welcome to ask Wyndie questions, make comments. I'm sure she's full. The one thing about pursuing your dreams and your purpose in life, you become a walking, living university of knowledge. Yeah. And so at some point you have to take what you've learned and teach it to others and share it with others. And so you can ask her all how she got started, but how long have you been singing, or were singing first and acting came, or how did that evolve?
Actually, well, I started in church. As most people
of us do, yeah.
I'm a
lot of talent.
I'm a PK preacher's kid. Grew up in AME church.
Yeah. Here in Memphis.
Yes, here in Memphis. Shout out to the West Tennessee Annual Conference.
I
have, but I started, I think my first song was around 8.
What was it?
Around the age of, oh my gosh, I can't remember. I know it was something in the Sunbeam Choir. But if I remember correctly, it was some kind of Whitney. I know I used to do The Greatest Love of All. Things like that. But then coming into high school, I went to Germantown High School. At that time, we just celebrated my 30th year class reunion.
Wow.
At that time, the demographics were totally different.
Yes, so, especially in Germantown.
Yeah, there were 674 in my graduating class, and there were only 14 blacks.
Wow.
At that time, I was the only in Beta Club. I was the only one in Honor Society. I was the only one in the theater department. But that's how I got
And Germantown
started.
was one of the few schools outside of maybe White Station or a few others that actually had drama and performing arts because they took a lot of it out of the inner city schools here in Memphis. That was strategic.
Yeah. We got started there, but they had a full, television studio by that time as well. And it's still up and running. But as the demographics have changed, those that are still there are currently running and still maintaining Public Life Playhouse, and as well as the television station there on campus. So
once you get bit by the bug, and it is a bug, that acting and the entertainment bug, it is real, because I've been bitten by it. Now I'm just infected with it. But I was like, before I die, I'm using every talent I got. Before they bury me. I'm a late bloomer necessarily, in life. But it's okay because I have a lot of wisdom now. So ain't nobody going. I won't be signing no contracts with nobody because I'm hungry.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? And sign my rights to my show and my books, and I will own everything that I do. And whatever pace that takes me, I'm great with that because I won't sign my purpose away. And that's what the entertainment industry, whether it be music or books or whatever it is, it preys on, because most people who are talented are poor, have no money, and they don't have any literacy about the industry, understanding of the contracts, and that we just want to get that deal, get that advance, and not understand the responsibilities and the legalities of the contracts that we sign. And that's why you see us
get taken advantage of.
They get taken advantage of. And anytime you're the one making the money for everybody, in my opinion, you better be the damn one making the most money. That's how I feel. If I'm the one providing the talent for everybody to get paid, I should not be the one that's getting paid the least. And so that's what happens in the book industry. Authors who get book deals, they may get 15 cents a book, and the book costs $20. Okay?
True.
Record industry, your CD costs $20, and the artists get paid 15 to 35 cents
for that.
So the artists get paid the least. And those are things now that people are smarter because of the information age. They're educating themselves, so that when they do sit down, they have the right team with them to sign these virgin contracts, is what they're called, because you're a virgin to the industry, and so they prey on you. It's very predatory, like everything else that has to do with money is predatory. But so you grew up right here. You graduated from Germantown?
Yes, I did.
Okay, in 19 what?
88.
Okay,
1988, 30 years ago.
Wow, yes.
And so graduated then, but I did the news television station there, and I was in the Thespian Society as well.
Yeah.
We did some children's theater and a couple other plays, but I did musical theater then.
Okay.
So moved forward to college.
So you're really from a young. You've been honing your skills from a young age.
Oh yeah,
which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you never experienced stage fright, or do you get it still? Some people, even who are seasoned, say they still get stage fright.
Honestly, I will say what I've learned though is when I feel more nervous, that's the anointing. So,
yes, it is. It's the spirit taking over.
Yeah. Especially when I sing at church.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend. Shout out to Miss Vaughn, who she would always say, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" And she could always tell that was the day I was going to sing at church. Yeah. Because there was just a whole nother look that I carried. Yeah. And so that was just the way of knowing that there was just something within me that was there. Yeah. And so but that's usually the times that I get nervous. That it's the anointing.
But it's a different type of nervous energy. For me, it is. Right. Beyonce says, and people gave her backlash. She says something comes over her when she performs, and they use it for something evil. But the truth is, we all balance or battle, if you will, the duality of spiritual and physical, and life is energy. And so every day of your life, you're not always operating at your highest energy level. Your highest energy level is your spiritual energy, when that spirit just totally commands your words, your body, whatever your gift is. And you don't operate in that every day. Right. But when you are commanded, or in that your time for spotlight, or wherever it may be, and that spirit takes over, people don't see you anymore. They see what God is in you, whatever you're doing with your gift. So so that nervous energy truly is electrifying. It's life changing because you're about to do something that will change lives, make people cry, be happy, whatever the case may be. And yes, and then once you release it and you come back to yourself, if you will, you know, your physical self, it's almost like two different people in some degree, because you are in this high energy of spirituality that I call you're in God's space.
Right. That is true.
I'm in God's space every Sunday on my show. Now, Monday through Friday, I'm probably, you know, telling some jokes and saying a few cuss words, and we'll end up here, we'll end up there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm okay with that because I now understand that nobody is all good,
right,
and nobody is all bad. You have to learn to live in the balance,
right. And that is one thing that my Bishop, Bishop Sidney P. Malone in New Growth in Christ, he always preaches and teaches about that balance. You know, we want to have fun.
Yes.
And but we do believe in worship and agreeing on the word that is going forward.
Yeah, and you have to have balance. No one is all good. No one lives this earth, even the monks and the priests and the pope, you know, or preachers or whatever. We all have the duality of spiritual and physical, and it is a battle. And if you let the physical win, that's when addictions and all the habits take over. You have to live in the balance and learn how to balance the spiritual and the physical and still live a good, wholesome life. That's what I believe. Hi, you guys. Hi, Bobby. He says, hi, Amphra. Bobby, I'm still waiting for you to come to Memphis and we go out, brother. I haven't seen you in 40 years. How you guys doing? And so now, how many plays have you done before this one that's coming up that you're starring in?
You know what? That is so weird. I had not done a play. Let's see. I did 2 or 3 with Ekandayo.
Okay.
In my early
down at the Hattaloo.
mid-20s. No, this was before Hattaloo.
Before he even.
Yeah. Actually, at that time he was working out of what's now Firehouse Arts.
Firehouse Arts. Yes.
I did
over on Elvis Presley.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did a play with Tori Holiday and Christy Taylor.
Okay.
Was at
my girl Christy.
Yeah. And that was like one of the first ones. And then we did the original If Scrooge Was a Brother.
Okay. If Scrooge Was a Brother. That was just recently at the Hattaloo. Or it's coming up this year too.
They revamped that one. Yeah. This year's supposed to be A Scrooge Was a Sister.
Yeah. I was like, okay, yeah. So Scrooge been a sister all along, probably, but okay.
Sure.
Okay.
So that's when I got my start, and I think after that I did one of Christy Chandler's first plays with Young Actors Guild. She was beginning, and that was.
Now, I don't know her. What's her name?
Christy Chandler.
Is she local?
Yes.
Okay, I got to get in touch with her.
Yes. Actually, Evie that just recently won.
Evie, the Ford.
Yeah, she's a product of Young Actors Guild.
Okay.
And they have a big production. They just had 2 recently, but she involves a lot of young people.
Yes.
Like I said, young
actors. Yes. Yeah.
And they introduce dance. They introduce acting, and stage and theater.
Yes.
And they just did, I believe it was The Lion King.
The Lion King. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had some church members that were part of that.
So I want you to give me her number or her contact information, because our kids who are the most creative need to know how to get involved in young things like that. You know, their parents need to know how to get them involved. Let's say hi to a few people.
She has I'm gonna move this so I can do it as well.
Okay.
See if we can double time.
Okay. No. Honestly, I don't like. I don't like.
Yeah.
Only because I own the rights to this. This is a production for me, a business.
I'm trying to see if we can get some more.
Yeah. I know. But I lose the continuity of what I do. So I just like ask you to just share it, and they share it like that. Hi, Beverly. She's one of my every week supporters. I love you, Beverly. You're welcome to ask her questions. Ask Wyndie questions. We are talking today about talents and gifts. I said that I used that Aretha Franklin song, "Young, Gifted, and Black," because all of us are young in spirit and gifted and black. Black is beautiful. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Margaret. And so now you are in If Tomorrow Never Comes. How did you get this role? And what is your role?
Actually, it's just a guest starring role. I'm Aunt Mary.
Okay.
So of course I get to just sing songs or two of encouragement.
Okay. It's a musical?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
what's the synopsis drama? Of it? Yes.
If tomorrow never comes. Just coming about going through the struggle if tomorrow never comes, and what happens when you always or the results of saying I'll do it tomorrow.
Yes.
And
like putting off to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Put off today put off tomorrow what you could do today.
Correct.
Okay. All right, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's a musical.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
It is a musical. Yeah, actually, the writer, it's kind of one of those who kind of things. We have a coworker, Miss Scott, who was like, you know what, we got a coworker that sings. You need to put her in one of your plays. And he was trying to come to Memphis, so he was like, you know what, hey, can you be in my play?
Because I read he's from Hattiesburg. The writer is right. And what's his name? Alonzo Williams.
Alonzo Williams.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I've reached out to him to be on the show too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually one of the managers at one of our restaurants, but he's also a pastor of the AME church down there in Mississippi as well. So again, but he's bringing a busload of talented people from that area as well. They're not all from immediate Hattiesburg, but they're all from the Mississippi area. So they're coming up here Friday, and we've got again a show on Friday at 7 and another one is Saturday at 7. And
so that's Friday the 24th. This coming Friday, August the 24th, at the Evergreen Theater, which is a small, quaint theater.
Yes, it is.
And tickets are how much?
They are $20.
Yes. And you can go to the Facebook page. I think if tomorrow never comes, isn't it?
I'm not sure if they have a Facebook page. I know you can go to Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
But if you can find the flyer, it is actually my cover photo on my page right now.
Yeah.
And that's Wyndie Oliver. That's Wyndie. There's a story behind it.
Yeah, I want you to tell me that too. That's like I bet she changed her name or something.
I did
in the spelling of it. Yeah. Wyndie. Oh, I love that. That's a great stage name. Wyndie. Check her Facebook page. I'll send her a friend request so you can keep up with what she's doing as she does the play next week.
Yeah. And then my website is also the same, wyndie-o.com.
That's O-O-H.
With an exclamation statement.
Like, oh, what? Oh, yeah. And so me and my friends, my sisters, we will be there next Saturday. We even may be there Friday. I'm not sure yet. But I'm asking you guys, we need to learn to support the local homegrown talent. It's so many people. Aretha was local homegrown, born right here in Memphis, so like Al Green and many more. And people need your support in the beginning of a process, and when they are struggling, when they are trying to get hone their careers and build. That's when we need your support the most. Instead of when we do make it, and then you say, "Oh, I know her," and blah blah blah, and him, So it's about supporting and helping each other. That's what Yams. This is why I wanted to do the show. Anybody can do FaceTime and do live and say who they are, but it's something official when you are being interviewed. It's something a little bit more organic when someone invites you to actually do a formatted type of show where, you can talk about who you are. And let's support her. Let's support the whole cast. I love the title. I can't wait to see it and introduce myself to the cast and the writers, because Alonzo, he will be there, I'm sure. Yeah.
Actually, he's almost like Tyler Perry. He's going to be in it in himself. And,
that's how Tyler got started.
Directing and starring.
Yes. And, Tyler Perry, he talks about that, how when he started his studio down in Atlanta, he had been in several movies and stuff like that and on sets. And even if it had some starring Black actors in it, very few people behind the scenes were actually Black. He was like, it could be a whole production crew of 500 or more people and maybe one Black person. And he wanted to change that when he started his studio in Atlanta. So he's got writers, directors, all kind of the behind the stage people helping to produce all of his stuff. He has people of color, and that's what I want to do. I want to do the same thing. I want to hire. I don't want to hire anybody. I want us to work business to get business. Whatever you do for me, you send me an invoice and you are a business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that we can build our businesses together, you know, and work together to make our communities better. So I love what you're doing. I just, you know, I want to, you're going to be singing throughout the show.
Yes.
A few spoken words parts or?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're playing
singing and acting.
Okay.
And my character is Aunt Mary.
So is this your first starring role?
No.
Okay.
Actually, you were asking earlier about how many other plays. So actually, I took a hiatus because I was raising my son.
Yes.
Trying to make sure he just turned 21
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
But you know, trying to make sure that he wasn't a statistic.
Yes.
So I've had him in soccer, and I was a soccer mom for about 18 years.
Yeah.
And even when he
that's a great sacrifice. I believe mothers should do that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's hard to balance when you're pursuing your dreams. You see all the entertainers, their kids suffer. True. Because they are so, even like with Whitney, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I understand that hiatus. That's a needed, but you picked right up as time progressed in his life.
Well, I kept doing it. I did it, but not as much as I wasn't as busy as I have been thankfully over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
My mom used to say, you know, well, I stopped and I was a mother, but and I thank her for being the mother that she is.
So she's a singer too?
My mom and her sisters, they sing.
Okay.
You know, they used to sing all the Walter Hawkins and the Hawkins family songs back at Boyd Chapel.
Yes.
But she actually, well, I lost my track of thought.
Your mom
my mom was saying that, you know, that I need to do this and just be a mother. And I was like, no, Mama. I said, I'm going to be just like Sonny and Cher. I'm going to be on stage with my child on my hip singing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's actually how I kind of got my start. My grandmother had this coffee table and she had a mirror over the couch.
Yeah.
And I would get a towel and put it over my hair and make my long hair like Cher.
Yeah.
And I would stand up on that coffee table in the mirror and I would sing in the mirror.
Wow.
And that's how I would, you know, that's kind of how I
so
knew
you
that
improvised.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You knew within your soul that that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah. So my son, you know, I started from the womb and I would play, you know, music and while he was in the womb, Kurt Franklin, gospel music, all kind of thing. And so now he's actually writing music and arranging music and he just got back from Germany trying to sing. Yeah.
That seed was planted while you were pregnant with him.
Yeah. So he wanted to be an attorney ever since 3rd grade and then got to college and now he's a vocal performance major. So he's out kind of following in my footsteps.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm more following in his now because starting
walking
in
the journey together, truthfully.
Exactly. Starting in January, I did the Juneteenth story.
Okay.
With under the direction of Dr. Naomi Webster.
Okay. This past January?
Yes.
Okay.
It was actually held February 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
It was at the Cannon Center. It was a Bachelor production. It was written by Mr. Bachelor.
Okay.
I can't recall his first name right now, but this is like the 3rd year he's done it, and it's a touring show about the Juneteenth story and why we celebrate Juneteenth.
Yes.
And also, it involved a number of young actors as well as older actors. And this year they brought me in. Similar like with Alonzo's play, they had characters that were just characters, but they were like, you know what, let me bring in somebody that can sing this part. So I was just blessed to be able to.
Because acting and singing, everybody may be able to act, but everybody can't sing. And when you can do both, then you almost eliminate the need for 2 people can play one part if you can sing and act.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the Juneteenth story, the history, it's not a story, truthfully, it's the history that we were not taught about.
Right.
I didn't even know anything about Juneteenth until probably 25 years ago.
Oh wow.
I was like, what? I went to a family reunion in Racine, Wisconsin. And he was like, you guys come up here around Juneteenth. We're celebrating Juneteenth. Okay. I was like, what is Juneteenth? And got up there. I'm in my 20s, almost 30s by this time. And then I came back home. This was before the internet, you know, and I went to the library. I was like, I need to know more about Juneteenth because it was not in any educational book or class that I ever took in high school or college, even for that matter. So so that play's still touring now, you think?
Well, he does it in different schools and different parts of the state. I do believe that he's going to be reproducing it again next year.
Okay.
So it was like 2 performances as well for that one. So the first night was open to the public, and then the next night it was open for all the schools. So it was at the Cannon Center. So it gave, even the kids from different schools a chance to go to the theater. And, an experience.
They don't get that chance either, True. Just culture, theater, real theater. Right. Real theater.
Exactly.
And that's such a good thing. So now here we are in 2018, and you are still growing, evolving, getting more exposure. Has the internet been good for you?
I was one of those people who at first I'm like, I'm not getting on Facebook. I don't want to be on Facebook. And now I can't get off Facebook.
It's addictive.
And
if you use it for the right thing.
Right. True. I just know how to, manipulate Facebook. And a cousin was asking something earlier, and I was like, I just don't post everything. I post a lot of silly things. I don't post, every minute or whichever. Some days I may not post.
I gotta take a picture of my food. I gotta take a picture in the car. I gotta take a picture when I get out the car. I gotta take a picture on the toilet. I'm like, come on, people, please. This is the information age, and what I like about social media is that, from a business perspective, whatever your business is or want to be in business, it is free advertising.
Right.
And so if you use it for profit, you know what I mean? And you use it for knowledge, because now, whereas we were in such limited information prior to the internet, you know what I mean? Now we have everything at our fingertips. We should be the smartest generation of society in history, but we're not using it for that.
Right.
To educate ourselves and to better ourselves. That's what I do. I don't need to take pictures that I could just cook some chicken. You know what I mean?
And it's a matter too of knowing, when to say, what not to say. Unfortunately, some of our leadership, they get up there and they just say the wrong things. And it just kind of makes you wonder, well, how were you raised? Or, because my mother didn't raise me that way, and if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Or, and sometimes I found it just stating my own opinion brings out, the ugliness in others. And unfortunately, even with some of our situations there, where, I'm like, well, you should have sat down and been quiet. And other people are like, well, no, I'm going to, Black Panther all the way. I'm going to fight. And so, even just like you had your 2 different styles between Dr. King and Malcolm X, we still had that division now, but there's still kind of 2 different ways. There's not necessarily one perfect way to do something, but to still get the same results.
It is. And so it's what you make it. For me, social media, it would have taken me to do a talk show. When God first told me 20 years ago, believe it or not, that I would have a talk show. When my first book came out in 1999, I went on the Bev Johnson show the week after it debuted. And we had such a good conversation. She's radio, WDIA here in Memphis. And people were calling in. People brought me gifts when I went back down. They were downtown at the time. Somebody bought me some gifts. When I went back downstairs, the receptionist says, somebody dropped these gifts off for you just from being on the show. But Bev Johnson told me back then in 1999, because I was so good the one time on her show, one day you're going to have a talk show. I was like, God already told me that, but how? Because nobody know me and, all the things you have to go through. And here is, he told Mark Zuckerberg to do Facebook and Facebook Live, and I didn't have to go through all of that, trying to beat the doors down to get a talk show. And so if you believe, I say that to say that just be obedient and follow what God told you to do. Right. Don't worry about how it's going to come to fruition. Just stay on path, stay on purpose, and believe and pursue it, and it'll happen. And be careful what you say. Be careful what you do. Be careful, because young, innocent eyes are watching you.
True.
You know what I mean? So today you need to be even more responsible with your words.
Very much so.
We live in a free speech society, but come on now. Some things should be private. And we're losing what it means to be private.
True.
People don't believe in being private and polite and any of those things. The fundamentals of what we were taught as good stewards of humanity, truthfully. But I thank you guys for joining. We still have a few more minutes here. We got about 30 more minutes. Look at all the people who have signed on. Ask questions of my guest here. Let's see who else has signed on here.
Share it again.
Yeah, because if you share it, they should be able to watch it. So Sandra Jones was the last person, and Beverly Anderson. Thank you guys for joining. We are talking to Wyndie O today, and I'm asking you to go to Eventbrite or go to, I really do believe that the play has its own Facebook page, but just Google If Tomorrow Never Comes and get your tickets and come out. I'm going to be there on Saturday for sure, but it opens Friday the 24th. The showtime for Friday is
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and then on Saturday, it's what time?
Saturday 7 as well.
7 o'clock. So next, it's just 2 days, and it's at a small theater here locally in Evergreen, which is in North Memphis, where I grew up. Is that on Madison? Monroe? On Poplar. Yeah,
you're right.
It's on Poplar.
Yeah, between Avalon and McLean.
Yeah, between Avalon and McLean. Yes, on Poplar, the Evergreen Theater. Theater is great. Theater is popping here in Memphis. There's so much culture. I moved back home 2 years ago from Detroit. Tried to get this show off the ground there, never could. Came back home, and at that time Facebook had just gone live. So I've been doing this for 2 years. This is my third season here, and the culture here. No one can say they're bored in Memphis, Tennessee.
Surprisingly, there are people that say there's nothing to do.
It's nothing to do. I was like, well, unless you're just like gambling and smoking dope or something, there's a lot to do here in Memphis. Yeah. If you like culture like I do, every weekend there's a play. There's some place that you can go. I went to see one of my girlfriends that I work with at the Germantown Performing Arts Theater.
Stacey's asking a question.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Stacy Patterson Moore says, what has been your most memorable performance, Wyndie? So far.
You know what? I can't. I know it was one I did with Stacy.
Stacy is an actress too?
I call Stacy my BFF.
Okay. Hi, Stacy. What do you do, girlfriend? You got to come on my show.
Stacy and I, we both same background. Oh my gosh, I can't even.
Were you in Dreamgirls?
Yes, I was in Dreamgirls.
Just the recent production.
Yeah.
At the Playhouse. What role did you play in Dreamgirls?
I was an ensemble.
Okay.
My mom said I was the star ensemble because I was always first or last one on. I was just like, that's mom support is always the best support.
It is. So I thought because I'm interviewing Brianna, who played Effie.
Yes.
And then Trisha Henderson, her daughter, LaTrisha.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Tish. They were here on my show last year. And her daughter played Effie.
Yes, she did.
Not Effie.
No, she played Dina.
Yeah, her daughter played Dina, and so she's moving to Nashville this week, and she's gonna come back and be on the show and talk about her experience.
Yeah, she had a big experience.
Yes, I just thought that was wonderful. Her mom was on my show. We're from Binghamton.
Okay. And
then Brianna, who played Effie, is coming on in about 3 weeks, I believe.
Okay.
And so you were in Dreamgirls
Thursday.
Yeah. So
Dreamgirls
is just here.
Dreamgirls. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way to answer Stacey's question though. Dreamgirls has been my most memorable, even though I wasn't the star.
Okay, that's
because my aunt who lives in Brooklyn,
New York.
In Brooklyn, New York, took me to see Dreamgirls when I was 12.
Wow, in the 80s.
Yes, and Shirley Ralph, Loretta Devine,
Jennifer,
not Holiday,
Jennifer Holiday. Yes.
The original cast.
Yes.
So and I do believe I still have a playbill. So my most memorable performance right now would have to be Renata. Right now would be Dreamgirls. But honestly, I think as far as solo, it would have to be opening for the one that got me started, which was I opened for Rochelle Farrell and Jonathan Butler.
Oh my gosh!
In 2001.
My God!
That's really the moment that I became Wyndie O. And
so how did the name evolve? You were born Wyndie. Or
I'm born Wyndie. Now, okay.
Tell us how that evolved.
Well, my dad is William Harvey.
Okay.
So I'm Wyndie Heather.
Okay.
So we all have the initials Who.
I like that.
Ironically, every time I got married, I've been married and divorced twice.
Okay.
My last name was a H. So my initials went from WHO to WOH.
Okay.
So it's really just my initials.
Yes.
And I'm like Tina. I'm like Tina. I kept my last name.
What you say? I'm keeping my name. Okay.
Yeah, but actually I went back to Oliver the last time.
So is Oliver your maiden name?
Oliver's my maiden name. Okay.
Yeah.
So I dropped the H, but I kept the OH.
Yes. Yes.
But
Wyndie. Oh, I love that. Now Wyndie, WYNDIE, is how you originally spell your name?
No.
Okay.
If you know thespian roles and SAG and AFTRA, no two actors can have the same name. So, there's two Vanessa Williams, but now the Vanessa Williams, the pageant queen, has to use Vanessa L. Williams because the darker skinned Vanessa Williams got her SAG card first. Yeah. So in high school, there were 3 Wendies, and 2 of us spelled their name the same way.
Which was?
WENDY.
Yes, okay.
Well, in Germantown, 1984, I was a Cyndi Lauper fan.
Me too.
And girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And at that time, I started spelling my name WYNDIE.
Okay.
Ironically, she dropped the E off of her name since then, so she just goes by Cyndi Lauper, but it's CYNDI.
Yeah.
But I've been spelling my name like this ever since 9th grade in high school.
Have you legally changed your name?
I thought about it. Yeah. Every time I would change your last name.
Yeah.
But I did it.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, it's a great stage name, honestly. Wyndie. I love that. It does like, oh, what? Yeah. Oh, oh, who or whatever. I love that.
Ironically, there is another Memphian, Wyndie Moden.
Yes, singer Wyndie Moden.
Yes, and ironically, even though she's older than me and taller than me, and she has a distinctive look
and voice,
people still say, "Oh, I know you're Wyndie Moden." I'm like, "No, I'm Wyndie O." Yes. So that's why I had to come up with my branding and everything, so people don't know I'm not Wyndie Moden. I am Wyndie O. And then lastly, I have a cousin / soror who has the same name. So if you look up
Wyndie Oliver?
Yes, there are 2 Wyndie Olivers on Facebook.
Okay.
She's a soror, Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated.
Okay.
She and hers is the WENDY. Okay. And ironically, after we met, found out we are related by marriage. Okay. She married into the Oliver family. Okay. So I just learned. So now mine is WYNDIE.
There will never be another Wyndie O, because you are registered with SAG now. So no one.
Well, I don't have my SAG card. No.
Okay.
No, but so my legal name is the WENDY.
Okay.
But performance-wise, it's WYNDIE.
Yes, I love that. Let's see who's joined now. Renata has joined.
Renata is a great poet.
Hi, Renata. Oh,
just released her first book.
Okay. Invite us so I can interview you. I love poets. I do spoken word. Yes, please, Renata. I'd love to interview you. Curtis C. Jackson, he's going to be on. I said, he's going to be on.
Curtis is taking care of me. Hopefully, Curtis gave me a call that I really appreciated. So hopefully he's going to help get me to the next level.
Yes. So Curtis will be on, you guys. He's on. Curtis is an actor here, a singer here, a teacher, he said, here in Memphis. He's going to be on sometime. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I'm booked to Christmas almost.
That's good.
Lisa Mitchell-Webb says, hi, Wyndie.
Hello, Lisa.
So Dreamgirls, how did that evolve? I hope that it comes back because it's sold out every night.
It's sold out every week. And we were actually supposed to do 5 weeks, and we only did 4. Or no, we were supposed to do 6 weeks. I think we did 5.
Okay. I could not get tickets.
Yeah, no, every week was sell out of the week prior.
Yeah.
Once again, my church member Vaughn sends me a Facebook posting. You need to audition for this. I'm like, this is my son's thing doing. I'm like, but Dreamgirls is one of those I've always wanted to do.
It's a classic.
So I auditioned, and ironically, they did not inform us until I think almost February or March of who the cast was going to be. Okay. And then,
so when did you go and actually audition?
The auditions were actually December 17th.
Okay. Of last year, 2017.
Yeah.
And it debuted in July, I believe, or June maybe.
June. It ran June 15th through July 15th.
Yeah. So was it a strenuous rehearsals and all of that? Because it looked like the production set was just like the movie almost.
It was it's amazing how fast and how quickly, because we actually only really had, the first rehearsal was May 8th.
Oh, wow.
And
like a month before it opened?
June 15th.
Okay.
So I will say for the ensemble, we only rehearsed, we had 6 days a week.
Okay.
From 6 to 10.
Okay.
So we didn't rehearse every day for the first, but like I think the last 10 days it was every night.
So I hope they reprieve it, because I could not get tickets, and but I said, okay, I'm gonna interview some people.
Yeah.
And so hopefully I can work something out with the Playhouse and Hattie Lou and all the theaters here, so that as they have productions, I can interview the cast and the writers and directors to help be part of the promotion, because
Hattie Lou has one of the other artists that was in one of the dancers, ensemble dancers from Dreamgirls, is Denise Settles, and she's going to be directing for Color Girls.
Really? I'm going to see that at the
Hattie Lou.
Yeah, for Color Girls Who Thought Suicide. I can't think of the name, the title. I read the book too.
When the rainbow was full.
Yeah, it was enough or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, like I said, this city has so much talent. And even the 7 people that she chose were people I've never heard of or don't know. So they just let you know that how much talent there is, or people that are still unheard of here in the city.
And the only way to be heard of is to get out there and pursue it with the perseverance. Like, I'm already a star. You just don't know it yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's about not being famous or all that, but it's about giving it your 100, and the rest will come. If you really have to, it's still spiritual for me. It's about aligning yourself with what's meant for your life. And then once you get in alignment with what's meant for your life, literally everything is within your reach. True. You know what I mean? You're like, man, I didn't realize that was going to happen so fast. It's just about being true to yourself, knowing yourself, and not taking no for an answer. Because I want to ask you this: as you've been pursuing your dreams and they are coming to fruition more and more every day, how was it with support from family and friends? Because people don't understand people like us, support wise.
Well, like
some people have
for Stacy, I can, how they say you're real good friends. You don't have to see you every day.
Yes.
But if I call Stacy, she's gonna be there.
Yes.
I have, mom is of course is gonna always be there.
Yeah.
Family, other people have things to do, but they always try their best to make the ones or the big events that they can. I know I should have a whole row of family coming too if tomorrow comes, because they couldn't get tickets to Dreamgirls either. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this one. It's just always been support, but sometimes, and I was thinking about actually that just the other day. Yeah. Just like with Curtis, for somebody to think, oh, I know somebody to call. Yes. I have a support system out there, and when I do events with either my 2 bands, and I'll say, hey, I'm going to be at this place here or that place, and they come. That's good. That's when you see, who your supporters are, and you just have to, if there are any naysayers, I don't know who they are. I don't care. You can't even focus on that, because
when I started 20 years ago, and I just wanted to be a writer and write a young adult novel and become just a writer. And when that didn't, I had no literacy about the publishing industry. I just had that dream, I'm gonna write a great novel, I'm gonna submit it to an agent, I'm gonna get a big book deal, and the rest is history. Now I know that is just that, a fantasy. However, when I told my family and my church members that I was actually gonna quit my job and pursue writing full time and do what the vision God had given me, I can honestly say 99.99% thought I was crazy. Wow. I was like, you guys go to church, so you got faith. Right. You better keep your job. You know. That's true. And so no one, and I'm not mad at anybody, because I understand that fear is what keeps us from being successful. Our own fears, but not to ever allow anyone else's fears to hold you hostage, because people inflict their fears on you. So then after people started reading my novel, my manuscript, some of the family members and friends, they was like, oh my God, you can write. Oh, what you thought? And so I understand now in retrospect It is people's fears that a lot of people are talented. Truly, all of us are. But you have to just know what you know, Right. And sometimes you don't know what you know until it's time for you to know what you need to know. Right. You know what I mean? And so you just have to follow your inner vision. And don't take no for an answer. And don't let nobody tell you, girl, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I don't know why you gonna quit your job. You need that job in corporate America.
Well, that's true. And that's why I still have one, just for the insurance.
Yeah.
I have a job. This is my livelihood. And
yeah.
You know, this is what I've been doing. This is
fulfilling. Mm-hmm. And so now I tell people, I just told someone the other night I went out with that I still work in corporate America too, but I am planning my exit strategy for good. Mm-hmm. And that, but you have to learn how to make corporate America work for you. Take the money you make and invest it in your own dreams, in whatever it is that you desire to do. That is your investment money, you know, and learn business literacy, financial literacy, and financial responsibility. Mm-hmm. Because the one thing that we don't have as Black people are investors. Mm-hmm. But you can be your own investor. The money you spend on Michael Kors, and you know all of those other non-African people that we support their mm-hmm. enterprises, we can do the same thing for ourselves. True. You know, and so that's part of the education that I want to share with people. Believe in yourself. The greatest love of all is the greatest belief of all, and that truly, to believe in God and not believe in yourself is in vain. You know what I mean? Yep. And so let's see who else we got on here today. We only got about 9 more minutes. This is how fast an hour goes. Yeah. Kimberly Brown has joined. Thank you, Kimberly. Let's see. Am I missing anybody else? I think that was the last. Yeah, that's the last person to join. Thank you, guys. I am asking everybody that is watching today to please share this video on your page every week. Tune in every week. I am currently working on getting a studio where I can have a live audience. Okay. And I'm asking every guest, once I sign the paperwork and get everything in place, I'm going to ask everybody that has been on the show to come back on so that people can meet you, buy your products, just have a whole Oprah Winfrey vibe.
Have you met Tina Tilton?
No.
Get in contact with Tina Tilton.
Who is Tina Tilton?
She is an African-American in media. Okay. And she's kind of running her own television station. So really? She's looking for TV shows. And the like. So
you get to write her that. She's local.
Yes.
Tina Tilton?
Yeah. Yes. She began on radio, and now she's
is her Facebook page Tina Tilton, or do you know?
I believe so.
Or her media company? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah. You know, and that's why I always believe, share the wealth. There's
share the
so
wealth.
Much going on.
Share the wealth of knowledge.
True.
Knowledge is more valuable than currency.
Right.
Knowledge is currency.
Yeah, true. It's like what God has for me is for me.
Yes.
So I've never felt that I felt the need to be selfish.
Yes.
To say, I'm not going to tell you about this because I don't want you to do better.
Me neither.
I always feel like you should be able to share.
Yes.
Because again, what I'm going to do there is for me, and I've been booked every week.
Yes.
Last week I had 81 performances. You know, so there is work out there. We do perform at Club Paradise.
Really?
You know, so I don't necessarily, but I think that's only like club,
yeah,
quote unquote. I do, but I don't have to do the clubs. There are so many people that just want a private set.
Yes.
And that's what I do a lot of.
Okay.
Majority, you know, we do weddings.
Yes.
I've sung in 4 funerals over the past 2 months.
Yes.
You know, so there's different forms of entertainment that you don't necessarily have to be out in an environment that I don't want to necessarily be in.
And the thing about it, people, whatever your gift is and whatever your purpose and dream is, there is no competition. True. I don't compete with anybody. We may be doing the exact same thing, but you just said it best. What God has for you is for you. So when you can be happy, when you can be happy for someone else and share the knowledge, share the wealth, you are blessed too. It's when you hold and become selfish and jealous, all of those things only hurt you in life, whether it's in your career or just life in general. So who else has joined on? Kim Rugadaru. Hi, I like that. I agree with you. It shall be so. Thank you, Kim. She says, hello, wonderful.
Hello.
We only have about 6 more minutes, you guys. This has been a great show today. Wyndie, I will see you Friday or see you Saturday.
Okay. Look forward to.
Me and my girlfriends and my sisters, I call everybody my sisters. We are coming down.
I do too.
Because we're sisters.
Yeah, and if God is our Father, then we're all sisters.
We're all sisters. You
Exactly.
are my sister,
Exactly.
Yams. And so I want you to keep me posted. Now that we are friends on Facebook, I want to support whatever you're doing.
Okay.
And tell people and post it on my Facebook page where you're performing, where they can see you, and help spread the word about all the things that are going on in Memphis, because I believe that Memphis is the next Hollywood, and and the Hollywood in the sense of we don't have to go to them. We're creating our own legacy, and it really started years ago, like with Aretha and Stax Records, and all the history, the rich culture that we still have here in Memphis. And we need to help the younger people come up, pursue their dreams, and make it more easy and accessible to do shows like this, so people can know about them or whatever. So after you do this play this weekend, is the play going on the road to other cities?
Actually, I think he's actually already done it.
Okay.
And, locally down in Hattiesburg, and now they're bringing it to Memphis.
Okay.
So actually, kind of revamped it a little bit. Changed the characters. And, strengthened the script.
Yes.
So to say.
Yeah.
Like you said, my character actually wasn't a singing character, but as she is now.
Yeah.
So that's it for right now.
Okay. And who knows what's going to happen once people come out and see you? Because exposure is the key to anything. To be successful, the more people can know about you. I wish you much, much success.
Well, thank you.
And as soon as I get the show up and running with a live studio audience, which I can't wait. I can't sleep at night.
The brain is always going.
Yeah, and that's my only goal right now is to live. I'm 57 in another couple of months. I want to live the rest of my life doing what God told me to do. You know what I mean? So when I die, it's like she didn't take nothing to the grave with her. She did every talent she possibly had.
Exactly.
Did you find that the more you do one thing, use one gift, you discover other things you know how to do, or pursue other things and learn other things? You evolve.
Yeah. And that was one thing one of my former band managers used to say, you need to concentrate on one thing and do it, sort of like Queen Latifah was. She was a rapper and then she became an actress. Yes. And I'm like, how come I can't do it all at the same time? That was my belief. But, I can understand that, but you still want to just kind of, perfect one craft at a time. But you still, like you said, if you know that you have other things going on. So, of course, because even I also have a business, an event. Yeah. I sang in so many weddings that were done wrong that I went back and got my master's in hospitality, so that I can go back and I work with other great event planners here in the city. That if I can do a party or event on my own. So I plan weddings and help with family reunions and class reunions.
So you're an event planner.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's just called. I'll call it more production.
Production. Okay.
I've done work with Mike Powell with Fresh Ideas Entertainment for the last.
They've been together. They've been in business for a long time. Fresh Ideas.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna miss the next concert. I can't believe it. He has a concert September the 2nd. It's going to be a jazz festival with a number of great artists coming, and normally I'm the MC. Yeah, but I'm going to be out the country, so this is the first time in 17 years.
Najee or whoever's
Najee, Leela James.
Oh my God, Leela James.
Pieces of a Dream.
Yeah, that's going to be Labor Day weekend. That Monday or something.
Yes,
Alex Beyond. Yeah.
So I won't be here.
Where are you going to be? What part?
I'm going to be on the islands.
On the islands?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Mom.
Okay. Jamaica, man?
No, Dominican.
Punta Cana. See. All right. We wish you much, much, much success. And I'm going to have you back when we get the live studio audience up and running, so that people can come out and meet you. Now, what is your website?
My website is wyndie-oh.com. Okay. That's wyndie-oh.com. Get my card right here. See, can you see it?
Okay.
Yeah. wyndie-oh.com. And
on Facebook, she's also Wyndie O.
Yes.
Are you at your limited friend request?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I delete enough people.
Okay, yeah, I have to do that too. So if you want to keep up with her and support her in what she does, like you said, or if you need her in your production, for whatever event you may have, or there's so many ways that we can support this local talent. You know, like homegrown fruit and homegrown vegetables are better for you, so is homegrown talent.
Yes, it is.
So is homegrown talent. We are about out of time. It's 7 o'clock, and I've been on since about really 5:40, because you know, we did the beginning production with the tribute to the late great Miss Aretha Franklin. I thank you guys for joining today. This has been a wonderful show again today. Next week, I'll be back on with my guest. I think he's watching now. His name is Mance Achan. He is a man, a musician, a myth here in Memphis. He's been around for a long time. I think he played for Temple of Deliverance, I think it was. G.E. Patterson over there. And he's a great guy. He's going to be on next Sunday. And the Sunday after that, I'm so booked, I don't even know. I told you I suffer from CRS. But I will see you guys next week. I am still working. I'm asking everybody to keep me in your prayers as I pull this live studio audience together. I want to own it. I don't want to report to anybody. I'm in control. And so that's what I'm praying for. And that's what I'm looking at, a studio right here by my home here in Cordova. We're working out the details, and it's going to hold at least maybe 150 to 200 people, depending on how we do the seating arrangement and everything. So I'll be asking everybody to come back. It'll cost about $30 for a ticket. It'll be Monday through Friday, the show, 7 o'clock. Give everybody a chance to get home. I'll be asking schools and all the theaters and everybody to come. We can put Memphis on the map with the Yams talk show. Everybody has talk shows. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm just doing it the way that God told me to do it, and allowing how it unfolds and evolves to happen. So I need your support. And this is going to be a great thing here in Memphis. I'm going to be interviewing everybody. The You Are My Sister show is about ordinary people living extraordinary lives and making the world a better place. So this is Amfra. I think we just had one more person to sign on. I'd like to say hi to everybody.
It's the Alonzo.
Yes. Hi, Alonzo. I want to interview you, Alonzo. I think I sent you a message. We're going to be at AAA next week. And we're asking Memphis to come out and support at the Evergreen Theater next Friday and Saturday. If tomorrow never comes, it happens.
If tomorrow never comes.
Never comes. If tomorrow never comes. I'm going to be there, and I want to interview you, Alonzo. Thank you for being a good steward of your talent and bringing your play to Memphis. We have Alonzo Williams on, you guys. He is the writer and the director? The writer and director of the play, If Tomorrow Never Comes. Thank you so much. We are about out of time here. Someone else just signed on, Stephanie Wilkins. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you, Wyndie. You are my sister, girl. Give me a hug. Thank you for joining. I will see you guys. Look, okay, Alonzo said something here too. Alonzo says, it's a blessing to work with Wyndie Oliver. Wyndie, oh, yes, it is. She is amazing.
And Victoria, we got California checking in.
All right, who's California? Victoria,
Yeah.
Lord, hi. She says, oh.
Hey.
And
I pray your grandson is doing better.
And Stephanie Wilkins, one of my friends, a longtime supporter, she's joined. She says, hey, have a great show. Look at the love. Thank you guys for watching today and stand with me longer than an hour, because we did do about 20-minute tribute to Aretha Franklin. So thank you guys. I will see you see you next Sunday. This is Amfra at FIG Productions, home of the You Are My Sister talk show, where we don't employ people, we empower them. Thank you guys. I'll see you next week.
Thank y'all.
Alonzo said something else. Hold on.
To God be all the glory.
To God be all the glory. Yes, Alonzo, inbox me so we can book a date for you to be on the show, Alonzo. Thank you. Good night, everybody.